Set to go, Gavin Monaghan and David Besnard on the front row. And here they head off to turn number 1.
David Besnard, very fast in qualifying and had a great run yesterday in the little sprint on Saturday afternoon. Certainly upset a few of the established stars, but one of the young guns, and he's certainly sure to make a big impression in next year's championship. They head up Mountain Straight for the first time. Great field of Formula Fords, 33 cars in all.
Well, young David Besnard, of course, came to Formula Fords from karting, and in fact, when he took over the F Ford at Eastern Creek, he had a miserable start actually, and spent a couple of days in hospital. But he's back, Mount Panorama. You don't want things to go wrong in a Formula Ford here.
Well, 33 fellows are very keen to find out what Mount Panorama is all about. Bathurst is the pinnacle of motorsport in Australia, and these young fellows trying to find their way around a very good training ground, and quite fast for what they are, Mark.
Absolutely, Alan. Beautiful morning on Mount Panorama, lovely sunny weather, 21 degrees maximum temperature. Formula Fords just running the track in before the V8s come out at 10 a.m. Here's the field sweeping across the mountain. David Besnard, I believe, in control here. Man who qualified on the front row, very impressive running qualifying. Gavin Monaghan in second place. The top three, in fact, have broken Russell Ingall's 7-year-old lap record set way back in 1989, and they really are flying on Mount Panorama this weekend. Here's Besnard over the top of the hill. Monaghan in second position. That great shot from Seven's chopper as the field barrels down the mountain toward Forest Elbow and down onto Conrod Straight for the first time.
Now there's the real definition of a crocodile.
It is. It gives you, apart from a great view from the chopper, but it really does give you an idea of how many twists and turns bring the cars over the top and down off the mountain into Forest Elbow. You can see there as they then work Conrod Straight. But David Besnard in control of the situation. Gavin Monaghan up there very quickly to challenge as they work Conrod for the first time.
We should watch for Mark Noski to come through the field in not too short a distance. He was fastest in practice, lost a clutch in qualifying, didn't do his time justice, but was running very well in the heat yesterday.
Mark is a guy who's really come on, Alan, hasn't he? Like just a few years in Formula Ford, all of a sudden he was a race winner. Then he ran very well in the 12-hour at Eastern Creek a few weeks ago with Andrew Madecki in the Porsche to finish third outright. And now he's running very strongly here. He just seems to have all clicked for him in a short period of time.
Yes, and he's acquitted himself very well in the Sonoma Spoke, and he's ready to go and co-drive with Andrew again today. But I think what Formula Ford is proving, it used to be somewhat of a lackluster class. It had been around for so long, nobody paid any attention to it. But now these fellows have all got extremely professional. The cars are really super, little mock-ups of Formula One cars, and they really are a tremendous training ground, and guys are leaping out of these cars and going straight into touring cars.
Gavin Monaghan getting up smartly in the Anchorage Van Diemen, starting to set the pace as they head up Holden Hill. This time for the second time. Young Besnard going away just a little bit, and the challenge is really on here for third. Then a fair gap back to fourth. They have spread out very, very early in this race.
Well, Mike, this is a circuit where a few seconds you can really get yourself going.
Here's the top five for you. Gavin Monaghan leads from David Besnard. Jason Bargwanna runs in third. Jason Bright is fourth. And Cameron Partington runs in fifth spot. We'll take a break and then return for part two of today's Formula Ford race from Mount Panorama.
Tonight, Seven's the one for fun.
Remains in this morning's Formula Ford race. You're watching it live on the 7 network as Gavin Monaghan and the Anchorage Van Diemen continues to lead young David Besnard. They are very, very close, and actually Jason Bright has been the big mover. He's moved up here, trying to catch a draft and a free tow as young Besnard starts to work very, very seriously at looking for a run at the lead. Here he is in the pale blue car. Covers his tracks, actually drops back a spot as Bright makes a big move in the Valvoline machine down into the left-hander. Really starting to tighten up here.
Bright got a great toe there. He tucked in behind Monaghan, got a slingshot past Besnard. Now he's pushed up to second position. A great fight back from Jason, the new 1995 Ford Kia Australian Formula Ford champion, blocking out Besnard as they come onto brakes and onto pitch straight for the final time. One more lap to go, so it's Monaghan in control. Bright up to second, he could win this. Besnard shuffled back to third. All the crews run over to see the result. 6.2 kilometres of racing to go. This has been a great scrap.
He just wants to get it nice through this corner. Doesn't lose any time. He's got to get it a little bit closer to that car in front of him to gain any slipstream. He's still got Gavin Monaghan thinking, I don't want to stay in third spot. And here from the chopper we can see Monaghan just trying. So equal in power, these cars. There's a true formula class at work for you.
Look at Besnard, yeah.
Besnard's come back, and he has actually got the best run to the next turn, the right-hander. Gets up on the inside of Jason Bright. Bright will try and turn in, but Besnard snips back second spot. Actually, the son of Jeff Besnard, who worked with Freddie Gibson in the early days at Road and Track at his workshops at Randwick.
Look at this, Jason Bargwana in the locally built Spectrum chassis. This is an Australian-built car running against these imported English chassis, and he's doing a very good job. Spectrum 056, built locally. Jason Bargwana, of course, running an old Reynard chassis in the early rounds of the series. Switched to the Spectrum. He'll run this at the AGP as well. But he's doing a great job here. Up in 4th position and well in contention for a win here today.
I don't think anyone's going to edge back Gavin Monaghan. He started to clear, open that gap up across the mountain for the final time.
Well, this is
Monaghan, of course, twice runner-up in the Formula 4 Championship. He really wants to get a win here in front of this big crowd. Bright hang on. You can see Besnard got way out of shape coming over Skyline there. Car getting a little bit taily as he flings it down the mountain, down through the dipper. Bright 3rd, Bargwana in 4th. That's the way they'll come down to the elbow. And the final run down Conrod Straight will be critical.
Yes, another toe could be on here, Alan.
I think so, and it's certainly showing with these 4 fellows what racecraft is all about. You've got a 33-car field. 4 of them here in a group are in a class of their own, and it just shows how driving on a circuit like this, if you've got your car right and you've got your mind right, you can really excel. And these 4 fellows are showing us this in this field.
The Anchorage Van Diemen.
See him weaving backwards and forwards across the width of the straight, trying to make sure there's no aerodynamic draft. He's going to leave for the car behind. He's done that quite successfully. Under brakes for Caltech's chase for the final time. Monaghan well in control. Besnard does a big, wild run up the ripple strips, trying to make up some ground desperately on Monaghan as they come under brakes for the final corner. He's quite close. It's going to take a desperate move. He's going to get in front.
I think
he has to protect the corner.
He's picked up here in a hurry. Now, can he get back down the inside? No, wrong move.
He's run way offline there. He might even lose second place. No, he's managed to hang on.
Gavin Monaghan is actually going to lead them across the line. Good result there for Gavin Monaghan and the Anchorage Van Diemen. David Besnard comes across the line in 2nd spot. Jason Bright, Jason Bargwana, then Mark Noski. Finished in the 5. Not a bad effort from him.
Nice warm-up for the 2 1000, Ellen.
Yes, he's got his eye in. That's quite convenient.
The eye's in and the Synovus are in, so he's got to be looking good there for the Falcon a little later on. Let's recap them for you on our Shell race score. Gavin Monaghan, the race winner over the 4 laps. David Besnard, 2nd. Good to see him back in form. Jason Bright, 3rd. Jason Bargwana, the race and Jason's. And Mark Noski rounds out the 5.